Ребята, всем привет. Короче, продолжаем наше приключение, побег из психушки. Сейчас я трезв душой и телом, надеюсь, что мы оттуда выберемся. Погнали. Если меня не изменяет, мы тормознулись на чекпоинте. Ай, блядь. Тут еще целая головоломка же. Ай, твою мать. Ладно, сейчас разберемся. Нам нужно каким-то макаром отвлечь охрану. Нужно найти еще один вентиль. Погнали. Главное не спалиться, да? Жопа не годится. Так. Слушайте, здесь врач стоял. Блин.
I'll go take a look.
Мне интересно, не будут меня преследовать? Бля. Блять. Сука твою мать. Раз, два, три, бля. Так. Ну, в принципе, избегать от них легко. Игра сложность. Блять, нету сложности этой игры, короче. Ай, как Dark Souls, прям. Блять, заперто. Ага. Там какой-то хер бродит.
So, have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry up, if you don't want them to find...
Чем нам он идти? Я забыл уже. Что-то надо было. Опа. Кто меня отвалил-то только что, я не понял. Типа меня видишь, что ли, хотел сказать? А блядь, сюда идет, серьезно? Ну твою мать. Ух. Это я называю понесло, блин.
Come on, show yourself.
Охуеть. Блядь. Как бы надо прошлынуть-то? Без палева. Кто что делает?
Get me out! If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep.
Блядь, ребят. Мне не нравится этот уровень вообще, блядь, ёбаный лабиринт, нахуй. Че это?
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Теоретически ему осталось нажать только один рычаг, который, блядь. Кто бы еще знал? Вот тут что ли какой-то? Теоретически. О! Я не знал, что здесь проход есть. Так, здесь я уже все нажимал. Вот здесь какой-то рычаг можно. Ну-ка.
I can still increase the load.
Я еще Еще могу увеличить нагрузку. Блять. По проводам пойдем, что ли? Опа. Санитар стоит. Сука. А, за этих камер я сбежал. Пошли сюда. Сука, мне вот этого теоретически, блядь, остался один рычаг. Я до конца не вдупляю. А, вот раз, два, три. Короче, нужно найти еще один рычаг. Либо один вентиль. Оу. Посмотрите, куда мы зашли. Не знаете, что не нравится? Я, блядь, нахуя силу-то прокачивал?
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shell. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Так, это что, спрятаться?
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
Блядь. Ладно, заебись, я на другую сторону пошел. Хуёво, что сейвиться нельзя, блядь. Вот это меня огорчает. Ага, торчак мы дернули. Как говорится, за нос себя дерни, пес, да? Так, это съебался. Тут вот что? Такое ощущение, что провод сюда шел, не? А, нихуя. Куда-то дальше идет. Блядь, куда охранник делся, сука? Сука твою мать, сука твою мать. Он не говорит, что...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Че, ничего тут? Блядь. Какой-то рычаг, похоже, что где-то там. Как там это хуеплетчика отвлечь-то? Ну туда нам нужно. Блин. Блин. Как его отвлечь? Бля, кто сзади палькнулся.
This way.
Бля. Сила вкачана. Ну чё за хуйня? Почему, блядь? Не, ладно, я не могу в рукопашку махаться образно, да? Но, блядь. Я же могу каких-то блядь. Это что такое было, блядь? Блядь. А, вот так мы отвлекли его, короче.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Так, он пошел там все проверять. Бля, здесь-то один хуй-хуй стоит. Как бы, ну это... Провернуть-то дело. Теоретически остался один рычаг. А, слушайте. Вот так.
This way.
Бля, здесь где-то точно была штука, что спрятаться, я помню. Блядь. Эй, просто. Опа. Сука, то есть если нет. Бля. Не, ну у меня сейчас, ребята, по крайней мере, реакция по сравнению со вчерашней пьяной игрой хорошая. Котелок-то получше варит, чё куда. Чё куда, чё почём. Так, нам, короче, того хуеплёта надо обойти. Как нам его обойти? Не здорово. Но он не спалил меня, кстати. Блять, сюда идет. Бля, почему я не могу как Бэтмен сканировать, типа, знаете, это? За стенкой посмотреть, где-то тьмушник.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
Я тоже что-то беспонтовый проход и сделаю, вам скажу. Пятимся. Бля, а чё у меня такая паника начинается? Так это съебался отсюда, похоже, что.
Scopolamine, morphine, my new friend's sleeping pills.
Что там прокачали мы? Тут прокачали. Бля, отпалит меня теперь. Прячемся. Бля, это что такое-то, а? Залез в какую-то дыру, блядь.
Come on, show yourself.
Да, покажи, да пошел ты нахуй. Покажись. Ой, если не умру, хоть надеюсь. Фух. Куда съебался?
You there? This way. Hey.
Фил все нахуй, короче.
This way. You there? Hey.
Слушай, так ты нормально их обдурил. 4 кулака, блядь.
What carnage?
Hey. You there?
Блядь, как это... О, все сначала, да? Да. По полу-то никак. Как поле-то залезть.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Здесь тоже хуй спрячешься. По-любому есть какой-то лайфхак, блин. Может потихонечку вот так вот. Краешком. Оу.
What
Да, ребят,
carnage?
это настолько все просто оказалось. Или не очень просто. О, вот последний рычаг. Тут спрятаться можно, заебись.
All the levers are activated.
А чё не засейвилось-то на нихуя? Блин. Это не знаю, тут какие-то странные опыты, конечно, проходят они. Рот я их шатал. Фу. Медики еще здесь называются. Тихонечку. Палит меня, что ли? Не, вроде все. Ну что, погнали?
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it.
Игра сохранена, идти дальше. Блядь. А бежать ты куда, блядь? Ну окей, я отвлек внимание охраны. Выход-то где? А он нихуя не отвлекся, кстати, посмотрите. Ёб твою мать. Блядь. Ёбок, ты сейчас спалишь. Как и думал. Пиздюк. Блядь, никто не отвлекся, посмотрите. Я, кажется, вдуплил, куда мне нужно бежать-то. Вот он, выход-то, блядь. Ну я тупой. Я поползаю рукой. Блядь. Пресся, пресся, пресся. О, не понял. Это еще что такое? А, это снова псих. Доктор, это вы?
Is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Давайте попиздим. Медицина профессионал.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
Это нехорошее.
Doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want them. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed.
I saw the traces of a revocation ritual in Sarah Hawkins' office. Is it connected to this curse?
She tried to correct her mistake, yes. She tried everything. But she failed.
What's going on this island?
I'm so...
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you. Sarah Hawkins' visitor.
Sanders, pull yourself...
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders!
Ёма, народ.
What the hell?
Бродяга. Папин бродяга, мамин бродяга.
I got it.
Похож на эти тётки фразы, блядь, как? Кто их вообще придумал?
Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
Кто его убил? А вот кто, блядь, не знает, что его убил? Загадка. Так я не пойму, нам обратно сюда выходить? Блядь. Уж подождите, теперь давайте что-нибудь поищем. Нехуй тут... Воу. Или там человек стоит, обосрался. Давайте наверх сгоняем. Может, сюда нам нужно выйти, хуй знаю. Сюда куда-нибудь, блядь. Дурман, газ. Или сюда. Нормально меня травануло.
Damn! The gas!
Бля.
Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Констебль, он живой? Нихуя себе. Слушай, ребята, глава 6. Сколько всего глав в этой игре? Сейчас пока грузится, загуглим. Еще несколько концовок тут. 14 глав. Ну, кстати, можно сказать, ребят, полигры прошли практически. Ёма, народ, а что за тентакли тут опять начались? Чё? Ой. Ой.
Who goes there?
Кто-то
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
нужно выпить. О, как красиво. Подождите, мы что, в этом особняке, где были, оказались? Нихуя. Прежде чем выпить, давай стой прокачаем. Медицину мы не сможем вкачать. О, зашибись, я до 2 уровня вкачал. Расследование, красноречие, поиск. Бля, вот ты думай. Поиск и расследование. Блядь, ну вроде такие навыки все нужны. Хуй знает. Я вот поиск хотел. Как-то так. Ну да, мы здесь бегали ночью.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Профессионал? Я не могу это юзануть, так нихуя себе делал, профессионал оккультизма-то вкачал бы. Прикольно. С Брэдли поговорим. Вот именно. Профессионал, блядь.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he
Не
fake his
понял,
own
почему
death?
такая фигня.
Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Бля, реально, он же видел.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then
Потом
what?
не помню.
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back
Типа
home.
норма такой, но я не
And
помню,
then?
что произошло.
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Бля, то есть тебе тупо неинтересно, да, бля, что с тобой произошло в туннеле, потому что почему ты нихуя не помнишь, бля. Это че?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Ну понятно, блядь. Констебль. Давай с этого пиздим, чё там? Профессионал.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded...
Two families in a
Most island families are that way. Captain...
powerful...
Yes,
He wouldn't...
I know that you
Короче,
wished...
не хочу я с ней, я не знаю, кто ты, не интересно мне с ней разговаривать.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient.
Полковник
Or
Сандерс.
was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
О чём вы,
Sanders
блядь?
said it was Sarah
Дочков-то не
Hawkins'
включаете?
visitor.
Заебали.
He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can...
An art collector, you say? That's probably how...
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Нахуй, блядь.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than
Что
ignorance.
повлияет на вашу судьбу.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Да, уж в больнице-то не хочу больше оказываться. Слушайте, в особняке-то посмотрите, как хорошо днем-то. Красота, блядь. Куда мне идти только теперь? Сюда, наверное? Уйти. Резиденция Сандерса. Полковника Сандерса, попрошу заметить, да? Кто там?
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
О, опять это на глаз.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death.
По-любому в конце игры трахнуть.
Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been... You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack?
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a repute, did you not do anything to help him?
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visit?
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors?
It is my only...
Then you have paid no... For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't...
Пойдемте попалим картину. Полковник Сандерс. Так, что надо докачать? Сука, ничего мы не качнем пока. О, медицину прокачали. Очень нужно все осмотреть, ребят.
Did she really care for him, after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders'
Фотография
lives.
Сандерса и Сары Хокинс. О. Давайте расследовать. Так. Какой рояль у них. Шикарный. Расцепление.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Что-то не пойму.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Опа, нифига, опять люканов словили. Хера себе.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Интересно, что там за бродяга, блядь. Бродяга. Вы, ребята, знаете легендарную группу «Бродяга время»? Сука. Пленка последовательно должна быть, что-то можно сделать, но... Эту тайну мы не будем разгадывать сегодня. На черт, двери-то закрыты, блин. Ёб вашу ж мать.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say
Cylinder.
once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Посмотрим, что расскажет цилиндр, если вставить его в фонограф. Сюда, что ли? Давайте.
Irene,
Послушаем.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery.
Ну почему
Those
эти глаза
accursed
вырезал, ни хера себе?
paintings, that accursed Sarah.
Ну ладно, погнали дальше. Хули тут скажешь?
A strange Amerindian pendant.
О, культизм
I could
прокачали.
use one of those.
Бля, нахера все эти бутылки со снотворным собираю? Так все интересно.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins, another volume of the Reverend's White.
Ну-ка, что там с по прокатике-то? Культизм. О, почти на троечку вкачали. Неплохо. Блядь, медицина. На единичку.
His diary.
Понятно. Сила. Мне понадобилась сила, чтобы открыть ящик, блин. А серьезно, если бы я силу не вкачивал, я бы ящик не открыл. Прочитать книгу. Нечестивую книгу. Молот твари, нихуя. Сатанин какой-то пошел. О! Культизм прокачали на троечку, шикарно. Хочу культизм на пятерку вкачать, ребят. Хотя, о как. Медицина, прогресс. О! Медицина должна быть. Нихуя не двоечка пока что. Ладно, для чего? Не хватило.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie. Learn how to dupe, Detective. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, a choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant.
Бля, какая распульсованная пизда, я прям не могу. Галерея. Игра сохранена. А в смысле? Бля, мне что, опять прятаться придется? Серьезно? От кого, блядь? Ух ты. Бузиновая палочка.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Нихуя. Не произошло. Блядь, от кого прятаться-то придется?
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Какую-то ебаную галерею причем. Стратую, блядь. Фу. А вон там картину уже вижу, ребят. Ну, пока есть. Поисследуем всякую хрень. Видимо, нехуй тут исследовать. Давайте картину-то. А подождите. Че это? О! Заебись, фонарик заправили. Ну что ж. Ёпта, сейчас походу реально придется прятаться. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. О, что-то стрёмно выползает. Ой, блядь, что за гомункул? Блядь. Охуеть.
What the hell was that?
Блять. Вообще неудобная ситуация, я вам скажу. Так. Хуй знаю. Игра сохранена. Что надо делать-то?
I can't even touch it.
Кажется, что такое сделываться надо не полиции.
That thing can...
Ну, ай, по крайней мере. Так, а чё? Опусти заставку, смысл сейчас надо смотреть.
What the hell was that?
Света боится. Нет, света тоже не боится. Прям откуда. Накуканил, блядь, нашего героя. Так.
What the hell was that?
Что дальше? Так, это гомункул сюда ползет. О, ёбывается. Гомункуль. Так.
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Блядь. Ну, здравствуйте. Ёпта. Кинжала на натечную картину подкнуть. Блять, все. Хоть, ребята, все понял.
What the hell was that?
Давай, блядь. Вот картина.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Да где гомункул-то, блядь? Пришел такой, блядь, деловой. Так, все, он съебался. Надеюсь, что я прав.
Damn it!
В смысле?
There has to be a way. Maybe.
Чё за... Вроде все было правильно, но что-то не получилось.
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Блядь, нет. Ведь, ребята, ФК пару минут. Короче, я, ребят, загуглил. Оказывается, здесь дохуя ножей. И нужно найти правильный нож. Сейчас мы этим займемся.
What the hell was that?
Короче, я брал неправильный нож. Сейчас мы все, блядь, сделаем. Нож вроде как в той комнате лежит.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Не тот. Не тот нож, блядь. Ну попробуем. Блядь.
Damn it!
Мне пизда.
This dagger didn't work.
Ой, слушайте, нет. Мне еще и не пизда. Где может быть? Я, говорится, жопой чувствую, но не вижу. Извилистый нож. Вот это что ли? Иди нахуй. Нахуй иди нахуй. Ай. Надеюсь, это все-таки тот нож.
What the hell was that?
Давай, блядь. Так, стоп. Спрятаться.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Он похож.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Сука, опять не тот нож. Бля, ребят, меня даже заебало, короче. Какой тот нож-то, блядь? С изогнутым клинком. Они тут все с изогнутым клинком, кроме одного, блядь.
What the hell was that?
Лёха, давай, не еби мозг, побежали вот за тем кинжалом. Тот протестим. Когда-нибудь мы угадаем. Я надеюсь. Давай, давай, давай.
This dagger looks different.
О, видишь, отличается все. Надо картину добежать. Наконец-то, блядь. Да. Все, кому? Пора домой. Посмотри, как охотит. Сука. Отпусти. Охуеть. Папин бродяга, блядь, а? Ты серьезно сейчас и руку отсуешь? Извини, приз получен.
You sure you won't be needing that
Ладно,
hand?
пародия.
You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand. even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Не, каждая картина с тебя сложи, ебанутые нахуй. Картины.
Where's the bookseller?
Так, сейчас прокачаем. О, нихуя мы не прокачаем. Нужно 5 очков. 3 очка, о, заебись. Одно сюда. Ну что ж, посмотримся.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Слушайте, теперь-то поиск мне правда лучше стал. Издалека видно, что можно обшпанать. О, медицину прокачиваем.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Молот тварей. Нечестивое знание. Оккультизм на максимум вкачаем. Ед. Тём, будешь себе Гарри Поттера еще часть смотреть? Может даже 2. А? Да. Мелкий разговаривает. Да? Лупа за лупа. Медицину, слушайте, мы хорошо с медицину прокачали. Прям таки, блядь. Шикарно. Где-то зацепочка должна быть. Но не здесь. Так, теперь мы знаем, что фонарик заканчивается, лишний раз его не будем проебывать.
What happened here?
Подождите. Да блять. Сука, ну ладно. Или чё? Ладно, похуй.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Дилетант. Эх, дилетант.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. What killed all these animals? Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, Can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Does slight
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem...
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usual...
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrial.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of An animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat?
Нихуя какой он охуевший.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Я что-то не понял, что за чувака, что ли, играю, блин? Ой, за тёлку доктора. Да, похоже, что... Проберитесь в кабинет Фуллера.
An unknown medicine.
За Мари
Judging by the
колдыря
other
играю.
ones, it causes heavy side
Мари.
effects.
Блять, опять мне стелс придется какой замутить, что ли? Даже не ебу, где его кабинет-то, блин. Ой-ой-ой.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
I don't have any business in the boiler room. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Через офис администрации, как это? Так. Отсюда, что ли? Пойдемте.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Ой, какая
Dr.
злая
Colvin.
стерва.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Отлить, хотя надо я так вот не красного бойлерную попасть. Нет?
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Котельную надо, блять. Что такое-то?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Так.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
А, так это
Dr.
наша
Colvin, we
детектива
need you at
пиздит.
once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room is missing. The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden. Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds.
Чё, блядь, делать-то надо?
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Что-то до конца не вкурил. Нахуй мы с этим пациентом, с этой сестрой пиздим. Типа к чему, блядь? Опа.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Такие уютные палаты, не посмотрите, так заебись. Целую неделю можно на солнышке кайфовать, валяться, спать. Нихуя за это не будет.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Так я вот знаете, что не понимаю, а что она, блядь, ключ от котельной
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Ебанько, что ли, блядь, он нам нужен как раз. Сука.
He broke his back in an accident.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with...
What are you talking about?
Ah,
Yes,
it's the old...
You must rest. You are still under...
You're right, Doctor.
Блядь. Вот же бред. Там чувака кого-то кричит, пойдемте посмотрим.
Doctor, please.
Доктор.
My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission? Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food. The door to the boiler room is locked.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan. Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
О, ребят, смотрите, она в таз сытый срет, ёпта.
I'll just sleep.
Hay fever. What's he doing here? Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make
It's
this
temperamental, if I
And I'm the
understand
one who
correctly.
plays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Бля, что-то, ребят, не вдупляю. Почему у нас делается акцент на бойлерную трубу и эту хуйню? Мне кажется, что можно, типа, отвлечь, да, будет эту пизду. Но почему-то с котельной у нас никаких этих действий, блядь, не происходит. Оу. Вот тут мы еще не были, кажется, да? Странное помещение какое-то. Темное, мрачное. Нам какую-то пизду как-то отвлечь нужно. Как это сделать? Вопрос. И мне не нравится, что здесь куча опять шкафов стоит. Мне опять придется, блин, стелс играть.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Она не пропустит меня. Ебаная пизда. Так, это что у нас? Бойлер.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Котельная, блин. Фармацевтика. Оу. Так вот, типа.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order
once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller.
Ага. Понятно, что нихуя.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Ну, это важная информация, как раз, блядь. Нужно было ее услышать, что мы ждем. Несколько недель пополнения запасов. Может, какого-нибудь мужичка подпрячь можно? Нихуя не активные. Операционно нельзя.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Вот здесь еще не было.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Сука. Ну пошла.
Please, the fewer interruptions...
Ну и пошла нахуй. Так, тут я был. Вино. Я с медом.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Блять. О.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm
что-то не видел-то?
waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Мастер.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No.
Бля, ребят, сюда.
No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Проснулся.
So many people have this
Короче,
affliction.
ребят, сейчас надо
It's like an
стрим
epidemic.
наш закончится. У меня
Do you
проснулся мелкий.
think it might be related to Fuller's
Вот
work?
такие вот дела.
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have...
Oh,
Take care, Ethan.
you too, Marie.
Блять, хоть бы застоялась игра.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Иди нахуй.
Almost no patients here.
Ладно, ребят, все, заканчиваем стрим. Мелкий идет, он говнистый. Всем пока. Леон, иди сюда.